Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Fam's back, and of course we're back here at the lair. And of course I am joined. We'll start over here. We got Bilak, and we got Natalie Myers here of the Corn Children. Of course, everybody knows
I don't want to
Black.
talk about this. I hate life. Continue.
All right, and then for my lovely girlfriend Maya, I'm the Movie Fan. Tonight we got
Depression.
We got two
Sadness.
movies for you. We got
Hate, anger.
Amityville Horror, the remake. And of course, we got...
No video responses.
There is no video response. We'll get to that here in a little bit, though. Because someone actually asked you about that. And we got a movie called Atomik Circus. Yeah. Atomik fucking Circus. We'll get to more on that, too, later on. But right now, we're going to get to the top three. Now, we got a lot of responses on this one. Last week I asked top three, what was your top three favorite? And I literally did throw like a big fucking wide net out there, I guess you can say. And I caught a lot of shit, as you can see. Top three favorite holiday themed / seasonal / just a tradition day
Oh, wow.
horror movies.
It's like every horror movie.
It really is, really. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I threw it out there, everybody's sending them back. I really was just expecting, like, just your generic Halloween, Black Christmas, like that. And now everybody's like, well, this movie, because it takes place in the summertime. And I'm like, you know what? We'll let it go. I mean, fuck it, you know, it's all good.
Everything technically goes with the season?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, right now, I'm gonna say, I'm right off the bat, last week my top three was, number one, obviously Halloween, and Black Christmas my number two. And I said April Fool's Day, number three, and I'm like, I said that without even thinking, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of slacking on writing my top threes down. Like, even now, I have my top three written down for this week. I'm just doing it off the top of my head up here.
You didn't tell us either.
I didn't tell you guys either. We'll get to that here in a second. Anyways, so yeah, I literally just kind of forgot about it. So I just threw April Fool's Day up there because it's the top of my head. I totally left out, my Bloody Valentine would be April Fool's Day. But of course, Friday the 13th, obviously, would be my number three there. So, to reiterate, my top three would be Friday the 13th, then Black Christmas, and then Halloween. All original, by the way. So Ghostface Kid said at number three, and these are all original in his as well, he said Trick or Treat, which we reviewed that a while back ago. I thought it was an alright movie. I liked it. Good choice. Number two, he said Friday the 13th. And then number one, Halloween. So thank you, Ghostface Kid. I appreciate that. Rise THX1138 hit us up. And he said number three, and he's one of them that kind of went seasonal on these. He said number three, Jaws. Great summertime movie. Yeah, it is. I'll count it. He went never summertime. He went Wolf Creek, which I have yet to see that still. Had a good friend of mine actually go to Wolf Creek, like the actual, over in Australia, the Wolf Creek. He went there like 2 or 3 in the morning. And of course, he's not a big horror movie guy, so he just did not care. I'm like, really? Like, I've been geeking out. Like, I hadn't even seen a movie and I'd be geeking out. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch a movie right now. And then his number one for that winter fill, he went 30 Days a Night, which we reviewed that not too long ago actually. So, thank you, Rise. I appreciate it. My Bloody Sanitarium, hadn't heard from you in a while, buddy. Good to see you back. Excuse me. His number three, he went Black Christmas. Awesome. Two, My Bloody Valentine, also awesome. And number one, Halloween, and all original as well. These are all originals. So so thank you, Mr. Sanitarium. We appreciate it. Jimmy Maggot hit us up, and he kind of did the same thing. He said his summertime number three was Critters 2. So I can see it. I think it was like now it's been a long time I've seen the Critters movies. Isn't that the Easter one where they all form into a giant? I guess I'm talking to him. Where they form into a giant critter. And they roll down the hill and like run over a guy and there's like a bloody mess behind. It was awesome either way. Number two, he said Tales from the Crypt, the movie. There's a segment, I guess it's a Christmas segment within that. So he went that way. And then his number one was Black Christmas. Very popular Black Christmas. And then of course our boy 13th Wolfman hit us up. He said number three, My Bloody Valentine. He said original on that. His number two was Silent Night, Deadly Night. Christmas. Evil Santa going crazy. They did a remake of that recently too, but he said original. He went original. And then his number one was, and he went for that summertime feel, Sleepaway Camp. So, boom. And I love Sleepaway Camp. I'm a big fan of that. So I was thinking, what am I going to do this week exactly? Like, what the hell am I going to do? And I decided to go, we got Amityville Horror and Atomic Circus. What do they begin with? Natalie Myers. Amityville Horror, Atomik Circus. Let's see if that corn education's paying off. They both begin with the letter. You can even cheat and look at the title right there.
I can't see.
A.
Oh my god. The eyesight and educational levels in the cornfield are scaring me right now. Yes, they begin with the letter A, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go generic. Top 3 horror movies that begin with the letter A. Bagoosh! So there it is. Now, for me, at number 3, and I literally am just coming off the top of my head. Like, I literally did not plan this out at all because I don't prepare that much anymore. I'm horrible. Number 3 for me, I would say, is American Psycho. Christian Bale. Fucking awesome. Just love it. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one. Number 2, An American Werewolf in London. Sorry, in London. My favorite werewolf movie, and yes, probably it's highly ranked in my A's. And number 1 for me would be Alien. So, bam, there's my top 3 right there. Alien is a horror movie, not a sci-fi movie, so I'm throwing it out there. Of course, some close calls have been like, Amityville Horror.
Atomik Circus.
Atomik Circus, I mean, that's definitely up there. Well, I'm just blaming on age right now. What else would be up there? The Attic
I would
Expedition?
offer to look up there, but
Do what?
I said I would offer to look up there with the eyesight.
Yeah.
That's kind of an issue.
It is. Yeah, so, fuck it.
Yeah.
Top 3 horror movies that begin with the letter A.
I don't know.
Alice, Sweet Alice is another one. I'll just figure that out there. That's what I'm going to do all night, just start randomly throwing out A's when they come to me, so.
To the stage.
You.
I don't even know.
Don't even know.
Who's that start with A's?
Horror movies that begin with the letter A.
I did like Amityville Horror. Not the
Amityville?
remake.
You like the original?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm shocked. Alright.
He probably watched a remake. He doesn't even know.
That's all.
I'll take his word for it. You.
That's
You know what? I'm going to have a little breaker. You guys keep going. I'm going to go over here and yell at the ones that we got here. See what we got.
So, let's take this moment.
Okay, we got
Oh,
Alien, An American Haunting, American Psycho, American Werewolf London, Paris. We got, I don't have very many myself.
Talk louder.
Amityville Horrors, and a movie called Autumn.
Autumn?
Autumn, it sucked. It was bad. Had David Carradine in it. Before he strangled himself with his underwear. Yeah, so I don't have a... So, this is going to be one from 13 Wolfman, really. 13 Wolfman's going to literally come up with
Save us here.
Yeah, definitely help us out on this one. So yeah, there we go. So I want to know your top 3. And you know what? Where are you going to yell now, guys? What are we going to yell now? They took away video responses. No more video responses.
Kill yourself.
That's what's going to be now, this mass suicide. Everybody's like, fuck it. So you guys, I guess, the 13 Wolfman still sending a video response. Wasn't necessarily, I mean, he basically made a, that's what I had to do with him last week. He has his question of the week. And I know that last week.
I have an idea. Make a video, but then put the link to it in a comment. Instead of making a video response, you could just make the video and then put the link to it in the comment. Do that! Let's do that!
Alright. So we'll still say video response then?
Yeah.
We'll say, okay.
It's a video response
Well,
for
just real
us.
quick then. That's a good idea, or just let me know in a personal message as well. Be like, that's what he did. He said here's the link to you, or so.
Or just
and you
tell
gotta
us
do video
what to
because
search
we do prefer the video. I mean, I know I bust their balls a lot, they bust mine, but in all honesty, and 30 Wolfman says this when he does his videos too. Video response, you just see this. It's better. I'm better at saying it than typing
message.
it. Yes, I mean that's just a top 3. I can get that. Even here, I can understand. Just top 3, but it is fun to see other people. He could have done the chainsaw imitation.
No!
On I mean, I guess you could, but you would have lost a lot in that translation.
No, we couldn't.
But guys, you know how to do it. Of course, my fan friends over on Facebook hit me up there. MoveFam7@gmail.com. Leave a comment right down below. Personal messages.
The people over at YouTube do.
Of course,
they can never take away the video response.
Video
They
response.
can never take that away from us.
So there we
That
go.
will never die.
Now,
no matter what they freaking
moving on. I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't a whole lot news-wise. That's kind of a lie, but I'm kind of saving it. We got a round table coming up. I'm going to save some of that back. I did get one little nugget. Insidious Chapter 2 did fucking amazing. Just dominated.
I couldn't imagine why.
No kidding.
They're making a third one.
They're making Chapter 3. It's
What?
already in the. They already greenlit it. It's ready to go. And you know what? I haven't seen Part 2 yet, but I loved 1. And I tell you right now, these guys who do these movies, they're fucking awesome. Every one of them. From James Wan down to that Bloom guy, the producer who did the, and then that Oren, I can't pronounce his last name. He did a Paranormal Activity. Dude, they all know how to do their shit. They can take they take $10 and make like millions from like a $10 looking movie. But they know how to do it. And I'm like, you know what, these guys are fucking... So yeah, Insidious Chapter 3, I am pumped for. I'm still pumped for Part 2. We hadn't had a chance to see it yet, but I am pumped for that. So, Insidious Chapter 3, yeah, I'll check it out. So alright, well, that was it. That's all I have for news. I remember at one point, you was on that episode with me. For 1 week, I actually did where I split everything up. Made short, because everybody was like, you know, I had 2 people complain.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, now I couldn't even do it with news. I couldn't just be like, alright guys, the Phantom News, Chapter 3 is coming out. See you next week. And then, you know, that'd just be horrible. So we got a new movie coming out. Now this one came in this week. Because we always, you know, begin the month, we always try to give out, you know, the movies coming out for the month. And yeah, this one just came out, right under the radar. Movie called We Are What We Are. Saw the trailer, and at first I was very intrigued, and then as it went on, I realized exactly what the fuck it was, and now I just don't care. It's a family that kind of live in a small town. It does have Michael Parks in it, which I'm a big Michael Parks fan. He was the sheriff at the beginning of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh.
Awesome actor. He's also in Kill Bill, and he
doesn't know what we're talking about.
he has no idea.
No.
He's listening to music right now. He's out anyways. But
Not even why.
anyways, but he's in this movie. You can tell he's more of a supporting character. But it's about a family, and the mom goes out, and somehow she dies, like in the rain. I don't know if she had like I don't know what the hell happened, but she just dies. So then it's up to, now there's a family, and of course,
It happens in small towns quite often.
It does happen. There's these 2 girls, they're sisters, and the oldest one, because they look like they're about like a year apart, even months apart. Like they're really like close in age. But the oldest one now has to take responsibility for the family or whatever that, you know, what they're talking about. They don't really come out and say it. But basically, you find out that basically they're a family of cannibals. They don't come out and say it, but you can pretty much tell that they're just a family of cannibals.
Oh, that's fun.
But I don't know. It just seemed like I was expecting something else. I guess I got expecting more like a religious cult type thing, or maybe they have some kind of weird Wiccan belief. I don't know what I was thinking. When they said when Cannibal and Brothers are just cannibals, you're just kind of like, at least I was just like, really? Like I don't really give a shit. Like they don't. Cannibals ain't really one of those big subgenres for me. Like I can care less. It feels like the dramatic ones. There's a movie that came out a while back ago, '98 I believe, called Ravenous. It had David Arquette in it and Guy Pearce. It's about settlers and they have a colony set up of cannibals kind of thing. Never watched it. This did not intrigue me, and I don't know. Cannibalism just does not. Unless we're talking about zombies, or even like if they're deranged hillbillies, like Texas Chainsaw style, I'm okay. But that kind of feels like it falls into a different category. Like I don't ever consider like Texas Chainsaw.
All hillbillies are always cannibals, so it's just natural.
Yeah, so
just like you're filming them in their natural habitat.
I consider like deranged hillbilly their own subgenre. Like I consider like Wrong Turn and Texas Chainsaw like in their own. I don't really consider them cannibal movies. Now I haven't seen like the big Italian cannibal cycle they have, like Cannibal Holocaust. I haven't seen that yet. I got that Cannibal Holocaust. Found footage, like old school found footage cannibal movie.
Camel Holocaust.
Camel Holocaust. That's the movie I would want to see. The Camel Holocaust. Fun. Is there like a smoking message in there, like camel? Anyways, and I got Cannibal. I think it's pronounced Ferox over there. I haven't seen it yet, but just I feel like with those movies, there's more exploitation gore, and I like that. But when you get down to just like a serious like, here's what an intimate look at like a family just can't, like I don't give a shit. Like I'm just kind of like bored, and I got bored like, after that trailer. Like I didn't realize it's about cannibalism. I got bored during the trailer. The other thing that's not really promising to me is it's from the director. I don't know the dude's name. He did Stakeland last year or 2 years ago. And Stakeland's a movie that looked promising, and then I watched it, and I was just kind of like, it was just very low budget. And I feel like that's the thing. Like, you guys, maybe they're making the most of their low budgetness, but this to me, it just seemed like that movie Stakeland at least, seemed like it should have been done on a bigger scale. Like it seemed like they definitely needed more money for what it was. I don't know, so I'm not really impressed. Like I know they're a big indie team, like the guy who wrote and directed it. or maybe there's 2 of them anyway. But they're considered like a big indie team. So there you go, sweetie. So I don't know. I was kind of when they threw that name out there, like they did Steak Land or something. I'm like, I don't give a shit. So I don't know. We are what we are. Actually, it's out right now. But it's limited release. So unless you live in a big city, probably you can't see it. But yeah, there you go. Now we watched a couple of horror movies this past week, didn't we? Oh my god. You're killing me right now. You're about to stomach. First we watched, actually I'm going to put them out of order because I got to do alphabetical order because I'm an OCD freak like that. VHS 2. Yes, VHS 2. Basically what it is, I think basically it's going to be the word this week. I always do like that one word every week I got to repeat a lot. Basically, I'm going to be saying basically a lot. The concept of this is, if you've seen part 1 basically what it that was unintentional. In part 1, you had these group of guys who had to break into the house and steal a tape. And then when they get there, there's a shitload of tapes. And as they're watching it,
they don't know what to get.
So they're watching all of them as like other people are exploring the house. And then of course what happens is each tape is a different segment. It's an anthology horror. So each little segment.
Anthology, that's the word.
Yeah, anthology. Okay. And so each, like I said, each tape is like a different part of the story then. But then of course it keeps coming back to the house, the main, I guess like the framing device of the whole movie. This one's very similar to that. In fact, what it is it's I guess they're husband and wife or maybe just boyfriend and girlfriend. Anyway, it's a couple, and they're both private detectives. And anyways, they get to the house. They get a tip like this girl calls and like her son who's in college, I think he's like 19. He has vanished or whatever, and he's missing.
What are we talking about?
VHS 2.
Okay, part 2.
And
I was confused. It's like that didn't happen.
So they have to go, look for him. Of course, they go to the house, and sure enough, empty house once again. And shitload of tapes. So now it's the same. It's kind of cool. Remember in the first one how like their gig was? They were like initially they were going around filming girls like getting their shirt ripped up. They did that. They show that clip on one of the tapes, and I'm like, that's kind of neat. Kind of a little like toss back to part 1. But other than that, I mean, these are all fresh stories. In fact, she asked me tonight. She said, "Misery." She asked like, which one do I like better, 1 or 2? And at first I was just kind of like, it's a toss-up, but really I like part 2 better because I feel like part 1 had some bad segments. They weren't, and I'm not saying they were all great, but I'm just saying like there was a couple of bad ones I didn't care for. Whereas this one there was really no bad segments. Like they were all good. Like I'm not gonna lie, I mean some are better than others. Some of them, I mean like I said, and this one there's nothing great in this one either. But it was definitely worth checking out. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big found footage guy. I've already saw. I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like everybody hates found footage. I love found footage. I think it's actually become one of my favorite subgenres out there.
It's a lot about you.
It's just to me. I mean, I think the scares, like if it's found footage, the scares, it really is because it's your point of view. So it's just so much easier to be like, like there. I don't know. It just seems like I like that. In fact, the first segment on here, and I won't go through. I guess I will. There's only 4 segments, not including the framing segment, which is exact. I'm not gonna lie. It's the exact same as part 1. I mean, obviously,
no story really.
Not really, but I mean, it is.
No basis to the entire point of the movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, it has no connection with like actually watching the rest of it. But I'm talking about just like in part 1, it's the group of guys looking.
Yeah.
And they're getting picked off. Same thing, but that's his husband and wife. I mean, obviously not one-on-one, but it's just almost like I don't know. And that wasn't the greatest either. I mean, I thought it was okay, but. The story, like the first story, which I thought was actually the scariest of it. I mean, I'm not saying scary, like I did jump a couple times. Not like big jumps, but definitely some internal ones, because it definitely sound effects. And the fact that the camera always was moving. But basically, the guy has a car accident, and he loses sight in his eyes. And they're helping him, but they gave him this little eyeball camera. And it looks awesome. Like, I mean, you can actually see it. And of course, they're saying, like, you put it in there, and they can monitor what he's watching. They just want to make sure there's no glitches, because they've been known to have some glitches. And of course, he starts seeing dead people. And I think that was probably the scariest one, like the one that made me jump the most. It wasn't like freaky, and I wasn't like on the edge of my seat, but it definitely had more jump scares in it, and I like that. One of them is a guy on a bike who gets bitten by a zombie, and then he's a zombie for the rest of the video. And I thought that's kind of like you're actually watching from the zombie's perspective. And it was more of the, I guess it was definitely more humorous. I like that. One of them was my favorite one of the actual 4 stories, not just the big thing. Japanese. I don't know who the guy who. I know the guy who directed the zombie one was, or one of them was the guy who did Blair Witch Project, so that's kind of neat. Kind of coming back to his found footage roots. There's one about the Japanese cult. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there was some bad CGI in this one, but the story was pretty good, and I really dug that. So
There's some bad CGI in the first one too.
What? Oh yeah, there was. What? I disagree. I thought the CGI was pretty good. What? Give me a scene. What are you talking about?
The cyber killer guy.
Yeah. Okay, that was shitty.
Yeah.
I think that was meant to be like shitty though. Like, I mean, it's a shitty
hope so,
story. It was definitely the worst story. You're right. That was. But I thought the demon girl. I don't want to say too much, but like that was pretty good. I thought that was kind of believable. I thought that was pretty good. Anyways.
And the cat girl.
Yeah.
God, that was cool.
Well, okay, so
that wasn't CGI though.
But like I said, in this one though, the Japanese cult. I ain't gonna say too much. I don't want to give anything away. It was a pretty good one, and I'm not sure who the director was. I need to look into that, but I can see more of his shit. 'Cause that was actually really good. And then the last one was it wasn't bad. See, things are all very short, so they didn't have the time to flesh out a lot. And I really love to see like a full length version of the last one because it was like these I forget what the title was, like, alien abduction, sleepover, or some shit like that. And basically, it's what it is. Like, it starts off like these boys, like these kids. Parents are out of town. The sister's kind of watching them all. She brings her boyfriend over and someone else. And so anyway, they're just like pestering him. That's all it is. And there's like one scene where like the boyfriend and the sister are having sex, and they're all just kind of like outside, like Porky style. And like one boy's just like, dude, your sister looks hot. He's like, yeah, so is your mom. And they just run in there, and they got like, it's like disco music or like techno music. And they got like strobing lights, and there's like woo like that, and they're filming on sex. I'm like, that's funny as shit. But the whole time though, then an alien invasion takes place. I feel like there was not much suspense on that one because it seemed like the aliens were like constantly coming at you. It just, I don't know. It could have definitely made it creepier. I would love to see them. I didn't get all of them. So I feel like the Japanese one was very fleshed out. I would have loved to see this one made into a full length thing and see what it would have been like. The aliens didn't look that scary though. Like they had like this angry face. And I was like, I don't know. It didn't seem as freaky. But then they kept on this like loud noise. Every time you see the aliens, it goes, I'm just like, I could have done without that. Because I think it's supposed to be like to make you jump, but it really didn't. It just well, it wasn't from like the aliens, but it's just like the noise. Like every time there's like you see something back and straight, you're like, what the, But VHS 2, I recommend. It's not great by any means. If you're not a found footage guy, don't watch it. Like I hate when people are like, I hate found footage, and I watched it anyway, and guess what? I hated it. I'm like, really? Well, no wonder, jackass. Like people who like watch every Paranormal Activity and are like, this one sucked like the other four. I'm like, well, then why do you keep watching them? Like, I mean, I made that rule. Like, I won't watch another X-Men movie because I thought the first two sucked balls. You will not see me watch another X-Men movie. Well, I have to watch part 3 because she fucking bought it. But I will watch and I'll probably bust his balls the entire time. I'll be on here. So that's how hypocritical I am. I will literally bust their balls and then I'm going to do the same thing. But yeah, no, I mean, if you don't like found footage, I would stay away. But I liked it. It was enjoyable. Definitely, it's worth checking out. And then the next one we watched, I remember when we talked about this, I was really against this movie. I really was. No, wait, I'm sorry. What did you think about VHS 2? Yeah? That is like a Maya review right there. It's,
That's it.
She has, I liked it. That's it. That's really like your only 2. So this is a thumbs down, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. The other one we watched was World War Z. Okay, I said this a million times, I'll repeat my initial observation of this whole thing. It was PG-13. It was CGI zombies. They were climbing and making towers of zombies and tidal waves. And I was like, fuck this movie. And the fact that like Brad Pitt was getting into it, the director, the fact that the initial cut of the movie was like, I don't know, 70-something minutes and had to go back and recut a lot of shit. I'm just like, this is going to be a disaster of a fucking movie. We watched it, and you know what? It wasn't bad. I actually really thought it was all I'm saying is good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. In fact, they do World War Z 2. I'll check it out. I'm not sure how this did business-wise, but basically, it's basically what it is a zombie outbreak. Now, let me scratch that. It's not a zombie outbreak. It's an infected outbreak. In the vein of like 28 Days Later, shit like that. Yeah, it's definitely, they're definitely like zombies, but of course, they bite you, you become, infected as well. So they have like the zombie traits. Let's face it, zombies, they don't run at breakneck speed or make towers or whatever. But no, when we were watching it, I was actually into it. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. It does have like that big summer blockbuster feel, and I thought I'd hate it for that, but it really was an actual pretty, enjoyable movie. Is it great? No, it's not great. No. But I guess like VHS 2, it was worth watching it. I definitely liked it. Acting was really good. I mean, it did have like this you know, I wouldn't say all-star cast, but had like that great acting. It had a good ensemble. Sorry, stuttering on my words here. Good ensemble, good story. I love, without getting too much away, that you know they kind of find a way around the disease. If that's, I mean, they don't find a cure, but they find a way to combat the infected. And I thought that was kind of brilliant. Maybe you guys are all like, it's been done before in this, but I don't give a fuck. I liked it. I saw it. I thought it was pretty good. And it's fun because I mean, I have a friend who's like, I saw it coming a mile away. Like early on, I knew that's what it was. I'm like, what? I didn't. Like, and then with the like, they even flash back at one point, like Brad Pitt, like because there's like little clues throughout, and then like Brad Pitt, even when he realizes he don't say it, but it flashes back to those clues. And I'm still just like, what the fuck's going on? And everybody explained it, but I liked it. I do recommend it. I think you should check it out. It is PG-13. No blood, hardly. No nudity.
Oh, that just takes all the fun away for every pig in America.
Wow, pig. Come on now.
Yeah, pig.
And, but yeah, I mean, don't find out. I be yelling fuck a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I will yell fuck a lot when there's zombies. When zombies
You
continue to come out.
a lot when the
I would
food
just
takes too long
like,
to cook.
Fuck zombies. They don't say fuck at all. Like, not you're allowed one fuck in the PG-13 movie. They didn't even use it. Like, we don't need to use that. We're calm.
But did it work?
We're gonna win. It did. Brad Pitt, you know, he makes it. No, it's a pretty good movie. I definitely check it out. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. All right. We got some comments. Actually, we got not comments. We actually got questions all around. Ghostface Kid asked. He threw out a couple would you rather's. All right, here we go. Would you rather lose your?
Where are we starting?
I'm gonna go first. Let's go clockwise. Would you rather lose your balls / ovaries, or lose sight in one eye? Now I'm not gonna lie, and maybe I'm not much of a pig you think I am. I'm not that attached to my testicles. Like, if it comes down to it, I would much rather be able to see than, you know, have functioning testicles. Like, I'm sure if you lose your testicles, you can still, you know. So I don't
That's enough.
care that much. Like, you know, if it's surgically done, they can, like, you know, take them, surgically put them back together. I'll get some kick-ass painkillers, so then I'll just be like, no balls, who cares? I can still see, and I'm fucking relaxing now, and I'll be watching TV. I'd be cool with that. So I'm gonna say I would lose my balls. I don't really want to lose my. Like, once you lose your sight, you're fucked. And then you get like a robotic eye, like in VHS 2, and I'll start seeing dead people. I don't want that shit. Or the eye with Jessica Alba. I don't want to see dead people at all. So, all right. So what about you? Lose your ovaries or lose sight in one eye?
Lose sight in one eye.
Really?
Yeah.
I lose my balls. We have no kids anyways. Why do you need your ovaries for? All right. Misery.
I don't know, because I can't hardly see the way it is.
Oh my god. So.
But then again, like.
Getting rid of the eye.
What vision I have, I would like to cherish. I don't even know. Like.
Okay, use.
If I ever come into that situation, then I'll probably answer this question. But no, I don't know.
So, like, okay, let's go this route. You just say, like, you know what? I'm gonna lose. I have to have my ovaries. Let me keep one eye. So you keep one eye. That means, like, now this eye, if anything happens to it, you're just fucked completely then.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, it's like, okay, me, I lose my testicles. And then I'm in a car accident and I get shattered like a glass goes in this eye.
I still
have one eye over here. I didn't lose it because of the, you know, some, you know, shitty thing. So, yeah, I'm just saying, as you guys are walking around blindly trying to, like, I'm putting shit in front of your legs. I want you to see you guys trip.
Like you're in the kitchen, Mary. You're all distorted.
You're all turned around. I just love the line right up here. Just like it's a lot tougher back. All right, Bilak. What about you?
I'd rather lose my balls.
You lose your balls.
You
All
haven't
right.
worked yet.
Top. They ain't dropped yet, and he's willing to get rid of them right now. All right. Natalie Myers.
I don't know.
Ovaries or eyesight?
I don't know.
Don't know. It's like, what's an ovary? All right. Fair enough. We'll skip that. So, all right. So, thank you, Ghostface Kid. And then his other one,
What's it over?
it didn't come out as a would you rather, but it kind of was.
Okay.
He asked me, he goes, because, you know, he knows I collect, you know, DVDs or whatever. He's like, if you had to collect horror action figures or mask/props, what would you rather collect?
Huh?
So, we'll start over here.
Wait.
Would you rather, like, you know, in the realm of horror, Would you rather collect action figures or mask/props? As you collect
props.
masks and props.
Props? Freaking yeah.
Alright.
That's like better than anything.
Props.
Props. Okay.
Props.
Props. I'm gonna be the one going different here. I think I'd rather have the action figures. I'm
retarded.
I'm
You wouldn't want to have.
I'm just not. There would be certain ones I wouldn't want to have, but as far as collecting, no. I think I'd much rather have the action figures.
Why?
Like.
I think honestly I would have an awesome like fucking display. Like I'd have them all set up, and I don't care.
Planet Hollywood.
This is my.
Have you? You've never been to Planet Hollywood, have you?
I have.
Are the props like the
What
real
you have?
props from the movie? Okay.
Once again, I'm not saying.
Have you ever been to Planet Hollywood?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that place is so freaking cool. Like,
I might
it's
disagree
the
with that.
best.
Believe me, if I
You
had
could
like.
do something like
If I
that.
had Jack Torrance's axe, I'd be happy, and I'd have it displayed. However, the question was, would you rather collect action figures, horror action figures, or mask and props? I'm like, you know what? One's cheaper than the other, for one. Okay. Two, I would love to have like this little, like in my mind, I have this man cave, and it's just full of action figures from the horror movies. So you have like Frankenstein. I have my
Here.
Universal in the back, my
Home
slashers
Alone.
over here.
Fudge Packer.
It'd be great. I don't know.
Here.
It's my.
You just like
Faggot.
dolls.
I'd play with them. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
like-
I would literally be
You
like,
like boys.
"All right, Maya,
You like
I'm
little
coming up in a
boys.
second."
You like little boys.
Have like a
You like it
Ghostbuster
when
action figure.
little
I'd be like,
boys touch your toes.
I had a
You like
Ghostbuster
it when they
figure.
chew-
Peter
when
Bankman.
they
You'd
like-
make his arm go down and his hair would come up and his
You
eyes
like-
would pop out. So I do that.
You
Like I would
when
literally have
little
like
boys
Dracula
nibble
and
on
he'd be
your
like,
toes. You like it when they braid your hair.
pubic hair.
Yes. With their teeth.
Yes. All right, you got a question for yourself right here. My Blaze Sanitarium asked, "How do you feel?" We got this on earlier, but now that YouTube got rid of the video response feature.
I feel like we've discussed this.
We did, but go ahead. I mean, make it official now. Go in depth if you
How
want.
should I put this without dropping the F-bomb? Can you say this for me? Because I can't.
All right.
Say how you think I feel.
It fucking sucks. I'll tell you how I feel. I'm pretty sure it'd be about the same way. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Maybe you feel right. You know it. Okay. I feel like, and this is something that everybody's been saying, I don't try to get too, like, especially on this show, I try to stay more,
Neutral.
no, more horror. You know, I don't try to venture outside the realm of horror too much. So, I don't know, I've been seeing for a while now, just like everybody else has, that YouTube's really just getting sucky. And everyone's like, well, it's not YouTube, it's Google. Well, fuck Google then, alright? They're fucking it up for everybody else. I don't care. I think YouTube's definitely going to hell. I think after a while it is going to get shitty. It's going to start sucking balls.
And then it's going to be privatized.
I think it will be. I think they're going to start doing like charging and all that shit. I think right now when it's going to get to a point now where I've already been contemplating leaving YouTube. I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. And believe me, before it happens, I will definitely let everybody know. But it's just getting to a point now where I'm just seeing like they're getting too much control on it. It's like they're going to start editing your content or whatever. They got rid of the dislike. You used to have this little red bar that would like, you hate. And it's just like now, like, not necessarily a dislike. It's more like it's just they got rid of the red bar and made gray now. And it's like, why? Who cares? But it's nicer color. So
A little more
I feel
friendly.
like
Don't want anyone to kill themselves.
I feel like
there's too much red on the page.
And I feel like that's just, I don't know, it just seems like it's all these little things coming together that it literally is watering down YouTube. Now, granted,
9/11. Freaking 9/11.
9/11.
Now, because I said this video's probably going to be taken off YouTube.
I would like that. I ain't gonna lie. The day I get like actually banned, I'd be like, yes, like I actually got a video banned. But because once again, I have been targeted, but I don't really do anything on the show that would be considered. Nothing worse than anybody else. So I'm just like, I don't know, but it just feels like the principle of the thing. I just feel like I wouldn't want to be on a website that is going that direction, and I don't know what is like the other, like what would be the alternative to YouTube? A popular alternative, like what's like the next big thing, I guess. Because I think everybody just like expects YouTube to be around forever. I'm like, guys, everybody thought MySpace would be around forever, or the top dog forever, and guess what? Fucking Facebook like raped it hard. It raped Tom. Tom got raped. That the guy from MySpace, the little helper guy. I never had MySpace either.
Well, I was like 10.
Alright, anyways, yeah. So I'm just like, everything will be replaced at one point. I think YouTube is just getting cocky and they're like, not us. I'm like, well, guess what? It will happen. I mean, eventually. I mean, it's computers. That's like a generation of like hackers and underage kids and shit like that. They will be the next generation, and when they know what sucks, and they can easily start going somewhere else. Like, where else would you go for a show like this? Like, where would you take this show? If I'm just like, Misery, direct me somewhere. Where are we going?
No, like, cause I don't have Wi-Fi 24/7, so
you don't really
I don't have constant access to the internet, so I don't really know.
There's a guy on here. I can't think of his real name because I'm friends with him on Facebook too. His channel is like what pisses me off, and like he does like he does really good reviews too. Like I don't really agree with his movies, like we kind of disagree on that, but he does really good reviews. Like he don't just go like it sucked or it's a good. He just actually goes in depth with it, and I like that. Anyways, he was talking about there's another place, and I need to talk about that. He said there's a place that he's wanting to go because I can't remember. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. But I need to talk to him. I will talk to him because. I don't know. Right now I'm still here, but yeah, at some point it's gonna get pretty bad. I will buy a bell because it's not even like I said, it's not even a personal thing. Like, it's not like they're attacking me.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's something you gotta stand for.
I feel like they are because now I'm over here like video response.
And they got
like nope.
Yeah, like what else will they take away?
Taking your happiness away.
Like Google,
let's steal your birthday and chew it up.
Well, it's like Google already like they're trying to make everything like Facebook.
Look,
they already
here's your regurgitated birthday.
Have you seen the front pages now? Like they changed that all for YouTube, like your YouTube homepage.
No.
They like redid it all. It's more like Facebook, and I'm like, quit trying to be like Facebook.
Oh, with the little like icon, yeah.
And it's just like they try to like. Don't get me wrong, I don't care. I like the way it was. Like I thought it looked awesome before. And I know like when I first came on here, like way back when. Actually, back when we did our own thing at first, you had all these like personalized options. Slapdash TV. However, it just seemed like. It seemed like after that, when I started doing this show, they took away a lot of those options. But I was like, all right, no big deal. And then like now, it's just like it's fucking Facebook, and I'm like, it's just like I don't know. I'm not exactly happy with everything.
They think that if you're not fixing it, then it's already broken.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's
don't
fix it if it's not broken.
I think it's one of those things where like if any job. You got like a new guy hired in, like a new boss, and he feels like I gotta make my statement now. Like I gotta make my mark.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna redo it. We're gonna give a new version. It's gonna be even better. And then they fuck it up and piss her. The thing is, no one wants to change it back. Like everybody will change it back.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
Does.
They did that with iTunes.
Yeah.
I was so upset. It was like perfect the way it was going. I was so happy.
Yeah.
And it was perfect, and it was good, and life was great. And then they updated it, and they were like, here, let's throw this on you.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about iOS 7, because I can't get that, because I have an old iPod. But you're just like...
I'm lost, yeah. I'm
okay.
man over here.
But like, because...
Well, not just them. Everybody does it. Fucking Facebook was doing it for a while. They made you change the way it looked.
To the timeline.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck the time. I didn't like that. I didn't like IMDb did. They changed their whole they had a thing where you can like I used to have all my movies on a list on IMDb, and they fucking got rid of that too. Right now we didn't list no more. I'm like, who cares?
Because
like,
you're like the only one who did it.
I'd say other people did.
You're the only one who has time to literally just.
You'd be surprised because a lot of outrage. Everybody was on message boards like this is BS and. They don't care. I said there's some new kid fresh out of college who got a job there, and he's like, well, this is what I'm going to do, and then they did. So yeah, YouTube, I don't know. I'm definitely losing a lot of respect for whoever's making these decisions, but once again, I'm just one person, no one listens to me, except for the 4 people who are watching right now. Yeah, so...
Scoot it back.
What?
Scoot the cut back. It was like right in the corner, and these kids
so, but yeah, my boy Sanitarium, that's the answer right there, so...
God.
Get kind of sidetracked there on that one.
Anyway.
And 30 Wolfman had a really good Would You Rather. And I like this one, because this one made me think. And I'll start with you first. I'll start with you first this time.
Me?
Yeah. We'll go around this way still. Would you rather be sold into prostitution or forced into cannibalism?
Ooh. Forced into cannibalism. I like my body the way it is.
Okay.
I know what the second one was, but I don't know what the first one was.
Moving on. You know what? Okay, so we're going to skip the kids altogether. All right. For me, I'm going to say... See, because it's like, you know, you're a prostitute. You get to choose your client. I mean, you're sold into it. Yeah, but the phrase "sold into prostitution" don't mean you get to pick your clients. So and the thing is, like, you know,
that's like Taken style.
Exactly. And I'm like, so if I'm a guy,
and it's like there.
Odds are it's getting like it's gonna be gay.
Well, yeah.
There's no girl like I'm banging that guy. No, that ain't gonna happen. They'll be like, who's that hideous guy right there? Fuck no, he's a troll. No. But they're gonna be dudes is like, like fresh out of prison. So it's gonna be like literally. I feel like if I'm into the prostitution, I'm getting plowed, and I'm sure I won't just be like, it's your turn. No, it ain't gonna be my turn. They're all like, go ahead and take me, and then you know, that's Taking 3 right there. That's a plot for Taking 3. Liam Neeson gets taken in the prostitution.
Oh my god.
Taken in the ass. All right, sold in the prostitution or forced into cannibalism.
The first one.
You be sold in the prostitution?
Jesus Christ!
I feel like cannibalism wouldn't be that bad. I'm like, all meat, if you cook it and season it right, it wouldn't be that bad.
The episode of It's Always Sunny where they...
Oh yeah, and they're cannibals, yes, I love that. It's the Hunger Games.
I knew you were...
Oh, that's awesome. They go to the morgue. It's like, is it racist if we don't eat this guy?
I'll give you 20. I'll give you 20 minutes in there.
Never seen...
Both of you guys? Oh, okay.
I never seen a couple of you guys bang one of these steps. It's like, whoa. It's like, it's okay, but I can have a light pop in my mouth and yogurt shut my ass or something like that. He's like, I don't judge. He's like, whoa, it's weird. Anyway, yeah, sidetrack. So, there's your answers, 13 Wolfman. Probably my favorite Would You Rather in a wash. That one made me think. I actually had to like sit down and think about that. I was like, But when you actually analyze it, you're like, yeah, you're...
I like my lady parts and the size and shape that they're in at the moment. So, I'm good.
Same go for my butthole. Alright, so we're going to go on to some reviews now. 2005, we got... Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. So, you guys get started your thing here. Comments, questions, reviews, recommendations.
You know...
Questions for any of these guys.
Anything. I will send... Okay, this is the only time I will allow a personal message because I like answering questions.
There it is. So, you guys know how to do it. Fam friends over on Facebook, hit me up there. MoveFam7, gmail.com. Personal messages, comment down below, or make videos. But once again, if you guys do the video response thing, just let me know how you're doing it. Yeah, do it at the bottom of it, or just send me a message like, here's a link to the thing, whatever you guys got to do.
Spam the YouTube.
That's how I'm gonna start doing it. So there are 13 Wolfmen, just so you know. We will still do the question of the week. You didn't have one this week. But when you do start, get back, we will definitely do it. We'll just do it that way. That's how I do last week, actually. Because last week, that's when I found out. I was like, that's weird. I think the computer's messed up. That does it sometimes.
That's weird.
Like, the computer will F up somehow, and you just, can't click the right thing. No, it was literally YouTube just being dicks. So.
That's all that.
All right. So, 2005, we got the remake of the Amityville Horror, in which... Based on a true story of the Lutz family that moves into the DeFeo house, which a year before was the site of a grisly mass murder, where Ronnie DeFeo gunned down his entire family inside the house.
And then kills himself.
No, he gets arrested. Remember?
No, I thought he killed himself.
No, he didn't kill himself. He got arrested.
Nope.
He goes to jail and talk about your voices and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, and then of course the Lutzes move in and the house is on. Okay, now, I did a review for the original a while back ago, and, the funny thing is, if you would have asked me when this first came out, I would be like, yeah, it's good, I like the original better, and I would have stood by that. It just seems like, as repeat viewings go on, I really started digging this one. In fact, I actually like this one now better than the original. The original's good, and for its time, and it's a classic ghost movie, horror movie, ghost haunted house. Not scary, and I'm not saying, it had to be scary, I mean, it was still a good story. But watching it now, I don't know, maybe I didn't see it so much, it just seems so slow. I watch The Shining over and over and over. And it may be slow, but guess what? It's a damn good movie. Alien, a very long, slow opener.
Titanic.
I haven't seen Titanic in a while, I can't judge that. Anyways, but these movies, I love them. Upon reviewing, things. Upon reviewing of the original, I remember last time I reviewed it for you guys, I was just kind of bored with it. Like, man, this is a lot slower than I remember. Whereas this one, I watched it again, and once again, I love it so much. And I gotta say, I do think this is better than the original. Is it the best ghost movie? No, but it's really good. I mean, there are some things you can pick apart. Like, I do think James Brolin did better than Ryan Reynolds. I think Ryan Reynolds was a damn good actor. He just doesn't look the part. Like, this is set in the 70s, and like Ryan Reynolds had like those LA abs and shit. Whereas like in the original, James Brolin's like, he looks like me. He's kind of fat, hairy, in his underwear. Very unglamorous. And I'm like, but that's real. Whereas here, he's just like fucking six pack, and I'm Ryan Reynolds. But there is a lot of awesome scenes in this. For example, to me, and of course, like the big scene everybody remembers from the original was the fly scene where they did this in Scary Movie 2, where the flies gather, like the priest gets there and all the flies. Of course, in the original, it was real flies, and I mean, it looks impressive. Here, clearly CGI fly, and it does look horrible. And the thing is, because of that, it really isn't like a good scene. Like, it really just gets shoved down. To me, some good scenes in here is when Ryan Reynolds is already kind of snapped, he's possessed, he's already over, and he makes, because he's the stepfather, these are his stepkids. He's punishing the boy, the oldest boy. And he makes him, like, he's chopping wood, he's making the boy hold the wood there until the last second. And then when the kid is starting to tear up, like, he grabs him by his face and says, we're having fun, aren't we? And you can see the intensity, you're like, holy shit. He's like, putting another one up there, and the kid's crying. And I'm like, oh my god, like, this is like so fucking brutal. The little girl who plays Hit Girl in Kick-Ass, this is her, she very first started, I think it was her first movie actually. Chloe, I can never think of her middle name. She's not on here. Like, that's how young she was. She's not even listed on the back here. Chloe Grace Mortez, I think is her full name. I know Chloe Mortez is her name. I think it's Chloe Grace Mortez. Hell of an actress. One of my favorite young actresses. She's gonna be Carrie coming up in the new Carrie. Yay. She's the little girl in this one, and there's a scene where she's actually on the roof, and once again, I have no kids myself, but I have a bunch of little cousins, and literally, like, I don't care. Everybody's like, well, you don't know if you have kids. No, that's not true, because literally the thought of like my little cousins up on that roof, and I'm down here, knowing they can slip on me, dude, that really, I mean, I'd be like, holy shit. And so when you're watching that scene, I mean, unless you, I guess, if you don't have anybody young in your life, you wouldn't know, but you're still just like, oh my god, get up there and get her off that roof. And it's a powerful scene. Funny thing about that, I watched the special features. Michael Bay produces. Fuck Michael Bay. Anyways, the director, because this is a little girl, they actually get her up on a real roof. Chloe gets up there, she's harnessed in, but she's a little, and the director gets up there with her to show he's not scared. Michael Bay wouldn't get up there. He's like, I ain't getting up there. What a fucking faggot. You're a pussy, Michael Bay. I hope you die. Anyways.
What a faggot.
He is a faggot. Anyways, it has a glossy grit to it. Everybody knows my feel. Because now it seems like everybody's trying to recreate that 70s look. And it does that, but it has that gloss. That Hollywood, Texas Chainsaw had that. It looks gritty, but it also looks very new and polished gloss grit. However, it still looks good. It does have a lot of CGI, and there's some bad CGI in here. But once again, the story is pretty good to where you will overlook. It really does. Yeah, I won't go. This is kind of 2005. We'll go into all the little details on it, but it definitely is a damn good movie. They definitely take a lot of liberties. Like, once again, I don't believe they're true story. Like, I've read books and seen documentaries and all that shit. So from this one I've seen, and what I've seen, like trying to debunk the Amityville hoax, documentaries. I truly don't think anything happened. I truly think that the murders happened. That did happen. Basically, faggot. No, I do think the failed murder that did happen. The voices. No, I don't think so. I think he was just nuts. He fucking killed his family, and then the Lutzes who moved in there, who bit off more than chew, couldn't pay the bills, and they're like, well, fuck it, that kid heard voices. We're seeing some weird shit too, and they get out paying their bills. That's what I truly think. You gotta go. The thing is, they take a lot of liberations with that. Like, they literally take. They have a whole backstory about this guy, Reverend Ketchum, who would literally take all these Indians and torture them in the basement. Like, that didn't happen, but they added it in here. It's not a bad little backstory. It's definitely different. But yeah, Sweetie, you watched it with me. You jumped a couple times, didn't you? Yeah, I remember. There's a lot of jump scares. Not really as creepy or suspenseful, but it does have its good thrills to it. It makes you jump a couple times. Remember the little boy goes to the bathroom and he's peeing, and then when we go wash his hands, the camera just pans over. Right there. Got her really good. But yeah, I recommend it. What do you think about it, Sweetie?
I like that. Plus the babysitter part when she gets locked in the closet.
Babysitter part, that was pretty good. I think the babysitter scene in the original was better, but this one, the whole set was pretty funny. I like the kid that played the oldest boy. Just how he's like, clearly had the house for his babysitter, and I don't know, that whole thing was kind of neat, or kind of funny, but yeah, I like the original was just some creepier, but
Helga.
well, because here in the remake, the little dead girl like shows up in there, and she like takes the girl's finger and puts it in her bullet hole thing in her head.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like a little too much, I guess, but I don't know, it was good. You like that thing? That was good. Okay. Now, have you seen this one?
No.
Haven't seen that one. Have you seen this?
I might have.
I'm gonna take it as a no.
Don't know.
Have you seen this? No. All right. So yeah, but Amityville Horror, I recommend it. Highly recommend it. I guess I'll check it out. Don't let Michael Bay's name scare you. As much shit I like to give Michael Bay, I like his produced shit. Like I thought, well, with the exception of Nightmare on Elm, I didn't care for that one. But
Wait, the exception of what?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
He owns the Platinum Dunes production company. He did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, Friday the 13th remake. This, and I believe he did Hills Have Eyes, but don't quote me on the Hills Have Eyes. No, he didn't do Hills Have Eyes, I don't think. Doesn't matter. I usually like his produced stuff, but he doesn't matter. He needs to die. But yeah, highly recommend Amityville Horror. Up next, we got a movie called Atomik Circus from a year before and from the country of France. French. Now, when I came across this movie, it was one of these like when I go on IMDb, I usually always I have a different account set up for the movie Phantom, and I always rank what I like, and then recommendations pop up, and I always take recommendations from people who watch a show, my own personal list, like stuff I just want to review, and then I take it from IMDb as well. And a lot of times it's always something I never heard of, and it just kind of gives an interesting little twist to the show. Like if I never heard of it, I'm like, oh, just watch it and check it out. I found some good stuff that way. I've also found some shit. This is the shit part right here. Atomik Circus is a weird, it's like a multiple genre thing. Because it has it ranked as like a musical horror, fantasy, action, adventure, and so I was like,
a little bit of anything and everything.
A little bit, and what's about basically is like a, there's a stunt guy named James Battle, who comes to a small town, and he falls in love with this girl. Well, of course, her dad's the sheriff or mayor. Her dad's the mayor. Anyways, he fucks up a stunt, right? The dad, who doesn't like him anyways, basically says like it was a terrorist attack. Like he's just like, he intentionally meant to blow this, because what happens is he misses like the ramp, or his cape gets caught on a nail on the ramp, and the bike goes without him, and I get crashed into like his store or his bar, and big fire or whatever. And he's just like, well, clearly he's a terrorist who meant to take me down. So they arrest him and throw him in prison for life. I'm like, really? Like,
wait, for life?
I'm pretty sure. I'm positive it was life. It's a life thing. So he breaks out of prison, and he's trying to come. His girlfriend.
In Les Mis, the guy steals a loaf of bread and runs from the cops and does.
That was set what year though?
He was a French peasant.
Yeah.
But still.
But set in what year though?
Like the 18.
There you go. This is current.
But still.
Anyway.
We've always had ridiculous.
I'll give you that.
Statements.
So he goes to
You know
prison.
what I mean? That's just all I'm saying.
When he gets out of prison, he breaks out of prison to get his girlfriend back. At the same time, his girlfriend's the lead singer of like a pop rock band. And like, I don't know, I mean, yeah, subtitles, it's a French movie. The music wasn't bad, but it's just like, I didn't think she could sing that good. Like, there'd be scenes where she was singing on her own, like just walking around singing. Because it had like musical elements. Like, it wasn't a full-on musical, but there was certain scenes where they would just like stop and just start singing. And you're just like by herself, like no one else is getting involved. Like, there's no choreography. It's literally just like, she's singing, and like everybody else is kind of doing their own shit. Okay. These giant, and the best way to describe these guys are like bees with tentacles. Fly down. It sounds amazing. Like, when I'm explaining, like, I would love to see this movie. They come to Earth and they just start, they're just killing everybody. And it really, I mean, they come down. It's a bloodbath. Like, it's a fucking bloodbath. But it's so boring. Like, it's so cheap. It's not funny. Like, they can't try to make it funny. It wasn't funny. I fell asleep watching it. I didn't fall asleep completely. I dozed off and then shook awake. I was just so fucking bored of this movie. Atomik Circus sucks. It fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this movie. Yeah, I mean, it got blood, sure, but it was just really goofy. And I mean, I'm sure it was intended to be like this really out there, off the wall, comedy, horror, sci-fi, musical, fantasy, action, adventure. It was horrible. Like I literally
Was
just
there
thought it
any
was.
romance in there?
Oh yeah, I mean it's him and his getting his girlfriend and everything.
Of course.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. If you do check out this Atomic Circus, no one here has seen it, right?
No.
There's a scene after the credits, which was just retarded. But if you do happen to check this movie out and can sit through the whole thing, stick around for the credits. There's a little scene, a little extra add-on, because god damn it, it was. So Atomic Circus, I'm getting a big thumbs down to. I'm long as they don't waste your time. I'm just saying this right now. Don't waste your time.
And you've said that.
I usually say, yeah, I'm usually the kind of guy like, check out everything, form your opinion. This one you don't even have to form. It's bad. It's just so fucking bad. So yeah, Atomik Circus, and that's Atomic with a K, by the way, just so I don't know if you guys are looking for that. It's Atomik. So, Circus, normal.
PH. Oh.
So yeah, Amityville Horror, check out Atomik Circus. So yeah, you guys got anything to add?
No.
No, we're good. All right. So for Bilak, Natalie Myers, Misery Black, Maya, and myself, Movie Phantom, we're out of here. We will see you guys next week. Oh, long walk. Fucking long. I'm so fat. This is horrible.